welcome to the daily guidance for today. So the cards that was shown to me in a vision to use, I just realized I don't have them here. They're at my other location. But I was getting a message, and it's about the times that we are in. So the times are changing. If we look around, and many of you who are actually listening to this message have seen the changes in our environment and also to our daily lives. I mean, most things right now are electronic or digital when it used to be paper or manual. And it's been shifting in the past, 20, 30 years. Computers, we went from disk to having like a scan disk to save things on, to now just having a drive or putting it on a drive or in a file. And everything is just electronic. I mean, just think about tape recorders. We had CD players, and we've had VHS. If you get a VHS now, unless you find a VCR and you can find all the cords, and even the upgraded smart TVs don't allow you to actually attach it, like, you won't be able to really play a VHS unless you've kept like an old analog style TV, which is like the box TVs. And I mean, there's a way to do it, and they're actually shifting to where you can do it electronically. But the point is, when you look at even the environment, look at the kids, the way they play. Like, we used to do patty cake and hopscotch and play with the jump ropes during recess. And I mean, like, the girls. Now, like, my daughter, they don't do the hand games and patty cake and all of that. So it's like, even the way they play is different. Children now, everything is electronic. All the games are online. And not being able to go outside used to be a punishment. Now, making the children leave the house is a punishment. Like, let's go somewhere, let's do something, go play outside. They feel like they're being punished. Like, everything has shifted, even in the home, the way things are being surveilled, right? The way we watch what's happening in the home. Everyone has cameras in their house, and you can view what's happening in your house at any moment. So now even children, they don't live with the privacy that most of us lived with. Now every moment, the parents can say, oh, I'm going to look on the camera and see what you were doing or what time you were home. Remember when parents would leave and everyone would have a party? No way. Now they can be watched. So it's like a lot have changed. I mean, the list goes on and on. Even the way we watch TV, we used to have to record it. I remember when we had DVR, and now it's all just streaming. You know, cable is not like the #1 thing anymore. Everyone has some type of streaming service, and you can watch from your laptop. You can watch from anywhere. So this brings more actually different things that you can distract yourself with. You know, purposefully. If you want to get your mind off something, you can just distract yourself with technology. And it leaves many people with no time really to themselves. Many people, spending time by themselves is really sitting on their phone or their tablet, which is not time alone. You know, walks in the park, enjoying nature, even just outdoor things is starting to slim down. A lot of people are not doing so much of that. People are finding pleasure in a different way. And not to say this is wrong, this is just a part of the changes, right? So we're adapting. Think about ideas. How much of that has changed? Think about your ideas, you know, you personally, your ideas. Because what I was getting was times are changing, but people are not allowing their beliefs to change. They're not allowing their ideas to change. They're still holding outdated beliefs, outdated ideas that just, if you try to apply it now, it just won't work. I mean, we can think about marriage. It used to be arranged. The same day you meet your soon-to-be husband or wife is the day you marry them, and your parents arranged that. Used to be a normal thing. Now that cannot happen. Or, I mean, it can. I'm pretty sure some cultures still do it, but many people won't go for that. And think about also marriage. If the wife became unruly, the husband can have her committed. And that was normal. Also, think about just beliefs that we were given when we were young. Our children are not picking up those beliefs. Many people are having relationships, full-blown relationships with people they've never met, and they call them my boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's 100% online, video chat, and never ever physically seen each other. These are the times we're in. I'm gonna get some Heal Yourself reading cards. I used to use these when I had certain tiers on Patreon, and how do they feel about me? I used to do that type of reading, and I would use these cards. So I haven't used these in a while. The point is, just as much as we are adapting to the times, there's gonna be a need for you to adapt to, these times, these younger generations. There's a lot of things they're doing differently that we just can't imagine that being the norm for us. And it's a part of the changes. And I feel like it's getting very extreme. A lot of the things that are changing are starting to really go on the verge. It's like on the verge of extremism, fanatic type ideas. And we had to get this far so that we can bring it back to the center. Because a lot of what's happening now, and many who are leading this shift that we're about to move into, like by the mid-2030s, will be more into the center. A lot of you all, a lot of people on this spiritual journey of work within, you're going to be leading the shift back to the center, because it's going to take spiritual maturity to get there. And we have to experience these extremes. I mean, just look at what's happening in the world, and you're looking at violence, and there's so much reactive type of things that are occurring because many have not reached that emotional maturity and are just reactive. So many people just react to what happens around them. They're not creating their reality. They're just reacting to other people's reality or reacting to their environment. And most people live in that state where they're just waiting for something to happen so that they can react to it. And this is like default mode for many people. And until people start having the awareness to say, hey, listen, I can create my environment and I choose what I react to, which is also true to those who are reactive. They can choose, but since there's no emotional balance, like emotional and mental balance, everyone's just reactive. And that creates all the crime we're seeing, all the even things that people are doing impulsively. And then later they think and say, oh, I could have reacted different. I could have done this different. I could have done that different. Being in that space of awareness, being aware of what's happening around you, and being able to also pause. You know, if you're one of those who are just quick to respond, you always have an answer. And believe me, I'm one of those. And it's like, pause, wait, allow what you just heard to sink in. Sometimes certain things don't even need a reaction. And that in itself will be an answer to the person who's looking for a reaction. Some things don't need a response. And being able to sit in that quiet allowing things to be silent. You know, a lot of us are uncomfortable with silence, especially if you're on the phone with someone and they're saying things and they're saying things and they're used to you responding a certain way, and then you just let it be silent. And it's like a gift in a way that you give to both you and the person. When you don't react the same way you usually do, it heals you in a way. It heals you. And we're in that space right now where you're learning to manage your emotions. It is not another person's job or responsibility or obligation to manage your emotions and how you respond. You are responsible for that. You are responsible for how you respond to another person. Even if they did something that warranted a certain response, you are still responsible for how you respond. It is your choice. So this is the healing journey. And we're learning to basically take control of who we are. This is sovereignty. This is what sovereignty is. This is what freedom is, actually. True freedom is when you're in control of yourself and you are not controlled by the things around you. Actually, it's interesting. It was Friday's message, and I think Nakai, Ashley, and Katyani, I hope Katyayani, I think I butchered your name, but you all responded to that, and they want me to mention that message so that many of you can go back and listen to it, because I think that is the space. Excuse me. When my voice does that, there's something trying to come. That is the meat and potatoes for many people, why they're not getting to the outcome that you're looking for. It's usually something that you're having a hard time coping with or allowing yourself to express in a helpful way for yourself. I think I used too much words to express that. Okay, so it's usually that thing that you're still working on, and it's something within. It's the ability to see where you have to, what needs work. Okay, that's where I'm going. Once you see what needs work within you, and it's not really being hard on yourself. This is not about being hard on yourself and blaming yourself. This is not that. This is just being aware of the things you're still working on. And that's okay, because that's when you know the areas that you're evolving in right now. And many people letting go of things or being the outcome of another person's action. You become hurt because of what someone did to you, and you identify with the hurt, and you become the pain. And then people can see your pain just by looking at you. That's what's hurting a lot of people. They have become the outcome of another person's action or what someone else did to them. So being very conscious of this. Okay, I'm seeing somebody debt. I see someone accruing debt. I don't know, like they're showing me someone withdrawing without having any money. Okay, so I don't know what that means. Maybe something will come up. Let's get some of these cards. So it's the Heal Yourself reading cards. It says intuitive guidance to transform your soul. That's what it says on this box. So we have selling out. Wow. Some people selling out. Wow. This is interesting that this is what came out. This is sacrificing yourself because you think you're about to get a return quicker than if you wait for it. That's what selling out is. Okay, So, okay, they're showing me back this debt. So a lot of you may be in a very tight space and you're about to enter into some type of contract where you have to, I don't know, I'm thinking interest. Someone may be about to agree to some type of high interest and they're saying, wait, don't. Like, this is in a way selling out because long term it will affect you negatively. Like, you won't be the one in control. You'll be controlled by your debt or the people you owe. So don't sell out. Just wait. Like, whatever will happen if you don't take the advance or the money or whatever it is you're asking for, whatever will happen if you don't take it, let it happen, because it actually will be helpful for your soul's evolution. Okay. Wow. There's so much that can come with this selling out card. It's interesting how she has, like, there's blood around her mouth, but there's also like she's cut. So it's like you'll eat, but like in a way what it's poison and it's actually your own blood. Like, there's so much entangled in this where you pierce yourself to feed yourself something, when if you wait for it, because it's your own blood, if you wait for it, you can get it from yourself. It's just going to take time. So don't sell yourself out, because in a way it's like you're giving up your own rights, your own freedom. You won't be free. You won't be free if you do it this way. There's another way. There's another way for somebody. Courage. You just need to have courage. And I love that he has the lantern. Wow. Like, back here, there's like someone is trying. It's like someone is feeding off of your need for something right now. It's like they want you to take what they're offering you. They want you to sell yourself out. But you have, it's like the lantern that the hermit has. Like, you have the awareness. You've done some self-reflection. You've done some, like, doing that self-discovery. You're starting to see the higher picture. So be aware of what's happening and what's kind of waiting for you, your need for something. To me, this is like a parasite. It reminds me of a conversation I had with my son yesterday. He says, Mom, feeding off someone's guilt, do you think that's a bad thing? And I'm like, feeding off someone's guilt? Let me see if I understand you correctly. Do you mean like if someone feels guilty, they give you a lot of things because they feel guilty of what happened to you or what they did? So they're giving you a lot and you feed off of that? He's like, yes. And I said, yes, I feel like that's a parasitic type of energy. You're a parasite if you do that. And he's like, yes, thank you. Exactly. That's what I was telling my friend. And I said, oh, okay. You know, because I was just interested in why he was asking me that. But it's interesting when I see this. This is like an energy that needs you to need their help. They need you to need them, but you're aware. And they're like, it's like hoping you don't have the courage to say no because you need it so bad. And you know, that's what I'm feeling when I saw this, like, debt, this negative balance. Like, they're trying to get you to borrow. They want you to take this loan, is what I'm going to say. It's like they want you to take the help that they're offering because they can feed off it. Once you take it, you've sold yourself out, because now they control you. They control what you do with the money, when you pay it back, how fast you have to pay back. Like, there's like, you sell yourself out. You're piercing yourself because you won't wait. And that's the energy I'm getting. But this is telling you, just have courage. Have the courage to wait. Wow. Okay. So that's for somebody. Anything else? Many of you, the beliefs that you still carry that may be outdated. And they keep showing me like the home. So I'm thinking these are like around the home, the family dynamic, domestic belief systems of what should be going on in your home, how you should raise your children. Many of those type of belief systems, what kind of partner, what you should be looking for in a partner. Okay, so we got, oh wow, interesting. I see self-sabotage here. So somebody's maybe about to do something because they think there's no way out. And I feel like this message is trying to tell you there's certain belief systems you have that you might want to rethink because you might be about to enter a contract that may end up being self-sabotage. Okay, there's more cards behind this, but I want to look at this one first. Discover your life purpose is your answer. Okay, so another thing you might want to start looking into is what brought you passion when you were younger. And I'm feeling like around your teenage years, like high school years. What did you love to do? What was that thing you loved to do? I feel like that will be a start for somebody to getting on their discovering their life purpose. And it may be something you loved to do when you were younger, like elementary school, you know, grade school age, younger ages. Okay, whatever it was that kept you motivated. He's playing an instrument. Some of you, it could be that. But I'm feeling like your creative energy used to flow through this, whatever it was. It could be building things. It could be painting, singing, dancing. There's some type of self-expression with it. Because they're trying to get some of you not to enter into some type of contract. They want you to think long and hard and realize that you have what it takes. You have the courage to stick it out because they do not want you selling yourself out here. Soulmates. Wow. Okay, there's someone who could be helping you. And I feel like for many of you, this energy is etheric, like in another realm. Some of you, your soulmate is helping you energetically. Others of you, you have someone around you helping you go through this. And help can come in all ways. So it may be someone you're going through a tumultuous experience with as well. They're taking you through certain energies. Okay, and most of you, yes, the person they're referring to is someone who you're going through like a very tumultuous situation with. They're taking you through certain painful energies that you're meant to experience and realize that you can make it, you can do it. Okay? Yeah, it's like a past life soulmate for many of you. Unleash your creativity, exactly. So tap into what it is you love to do, what it is you love to build. And this is going to be most likely something you cannot monetize, something you just love to do. That can help you with discovering your life purpose. Because right now, many people feel entrapped. And this is what will happen if you sell out. So some of you, this is where this like self-sabotage and selling out and taking whatever it is that's being offered. Some of you, you're being offered to go back to something, but it's entrapment. So I feel like this is what will happen. And it could be those of you who are having like financial hardships and something might come up and it can help you get out of the problem you're having now, like for today, but then 3 days later, it turns out it was a bad idea for you to have done it, but you've already signed. So I don't know, today is the 1st when I'm posting this, well, when I'm recording this. And some of you, it may be for your mortgage or your rent, and maybe about to, I don't know, it feels like someone's about to take money and then later regret it. Okay, so have the courage. There's help here. Yeah, I'm getting confirmation. Some of you may need to ask for help. Have the courage to ask for help. There's somebody who may be able to help you. And the best thing you can do for yourself moving forward is discover your life purpose and unleash your creativity through that. Okay, and I'm going to leave it there. That is today's message. All right, so I hope it reaches whoever it's meant to. I hope this was helpful. I'll see y'all tomorrow.